Hello YouTube, my name is SlothFang, and right now it is October 21st, the day after International Sloth Day. We are still fundraising, as you can see above, for donations for not only awareness, but also fundraising for, well, financially, of course, it's fundraising. Sloth Conservation Foundation. Check them out at slothconservation.org for more information, or if you're on the Twitch or Discord or YouTube, there's links all over. But today we're going to start off our 11 hours by doing a Pixar tier list of all the movies 2022. We're going to add a new list. How do I add a new list? Actually, you know what? This we're just going to there we go. Not watched. So we have timeless, great, good, okay, and not watched. We're going to start Bugs Life. And this is all alphabetical. I wish it was by like time, but you know, Bugs Life, I've watched that recently. Me and my fiance started watching these in chronological order, and then we skipped a couple because we had already watched them. There's some movies that we've watched so much that it's beaten down the movie a bit. So I'm going to try and like overall like what I think myself personally for the movie. Bugs Life, I think is I want to say great, but it's a good movie. Brave is also a good movie. Now, I will be fixing up the rows when I look in hindsight of like, hey, what are all the rows that I have? So let me go through. Cars 3, I've not watched. Cars 2, I started to watch, but I didn't watch. Coco is a timeless movie. Cars is a great movie. Finding Dory, I've not watched. Finding Nemo. It is a good movie. Inside Out is a great movie. It'll go before Cars. Luca, I have not watched. Monsters Inc. is timeless. Monsters University is great. I think it'll go in between Inside Out and Cars. Onward is a pretty good movie. Ratatouille is a great movie. I'll say it'll go before Cars. Soul, I've not watched, and we'll kind of go back through. The Good Dinosaur, I've not watched. Incredibles 2. Incredibles is great. Turning Red is a great movie. We'll put it before Cars. Actually, Incredibles goes before Cars. Toy Story. Timeless. We'll skip the rest of Toy Stories and we'll get back to it. Lightyear, I've not yet watched. Walle, I watched it a couple times, not all the way through each time, but there was one time where I did watch it. I think it's an okay movie. Up is a good movie. Actually, here we'll just delete the okay row. I don't think there's delete row. I don't think that there's any okay movies. They're either timeless, great, good, or I just haven't watched them. Toy Story 2. That's with Alice Toy Barn. That's timeless. Toy Story 3 is great. My heart, I have to put it at the end of great just because my heart, I can't bear to watch it. Toy Story 4 is the bottom of good. You had what was a perfect piece of Toy Story 3. 4 came along and it kind of ruined it. It broke the seal, if you will. So yeah, let's look at not watched. So Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Finding Dory, Luca. Actually, let's can we go to present? I don't know what this is. Oh, okay, but we can. Okay, this is actually better for my eyes, probably for your eyes too. All right, Finding Dory, Luca, Soul, The Good Dinosaur, and then the new Lightyear movie. That's just, they're all placed how they are, just as I went through the list. There's no like ranking for that. Good. Huh. Brave and Onward. Oh, actually, these 3 movies right here really deal with parents. So if we have to rank them, I watched Onward right after it came out. It was on Disney Plus. It came like a week or 2 afterwards. Brave, I just watched recently. Finding Nemo. I've watched Finding Nemo so many times. Oh my gosh. Onward, it just felt like it was missing like 1 or 2 things. It felt like it was like it got there story wise. It wasn't like maybe if they took it at a slightly different angle, like took the angle and twerked it a bit, not twerking, but you know, something like that, I guess. Brave was a good movie. I could easily watch Brave over and over and over and Onward, these 2 over, than Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo is just that first 5 minutes, that first scene, you know, with Nemo's parents, just Marlin and the wife. I can never remember her name. I don't even know if they name her name. I'm pretty sure they do, but that was rough. And then from there, the movie continues on. Like, it's like, why did the movie have to, like, I guess it tells you, like, you know, she was lost, and it's better to start off like, hey, where do we put this? And so, how does one donate? As the title says, you do exclamation sloth. You can donate via the Conservation Foundation. There, you click there and follow the links, and they'll tell you exactly where to go. Thanks for stopping in, Chips Ahoy. A Bug's Life is really good. I really enjoyed that. I think that might be... If we... I feel like this ranking, I would watch Walle over Toy Story. No, I'd watch Toy Story 4 over Walle. Incredibles 2, I would watch over Toy Story 4. Up and Incredibles 2, and it's A Bug's Life. Let's just bump this up here. 3, 4, 5, boom. I'd watch Bug's Life over Finding Nemo any day. Heck, would I watch Bug's Life more than Brave? And not like, oh, you just throw it on the side or this and that, but like actively, you know, going through it. I can see myself watching A Bug's Life more than Cars and Toy Story 3. So Coco, Monsters Inc. Well, let's bump up my Toy Story. Toy Story's definitely up there. So would we go this path? Toy Story. I could watch Toy Story all the time, honestly. Monsters Inc. could watch it all the time. Coco, yeah. There's that sense of grandeur, that grand adventure, and it meets the climax and all that and goes through it, which is fine. We have Toy Story 2, which is Alice's Toy Barn and all that. That's great. Ratatouille. Let's put Ratatouille before Toy Story 2, because Ratatouille, I love that. We've watched that so much, and when we got that on DVD at my mom's house, and we watched it all. I watched it all the time. Otherwise, Toy Story 2 is good. Inside Out. It's a good movie. I don't think it's timeless. I couldn't constantly watch that, honestly. Like, maybe here. Turning Red was great. Monsters University, we actually rewatched that last night. But even without that, that's good. It's like, it's up there with Monsters Inc., even without the retcon. $20 donated by Chips Ahoy! Bow, 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 bow! Straight to the... Thank you so very much. We got to ring the bell and make some noise. $20 donated to Bing Bang Boom. We got $20 donated to the Sloth Conservation Foundation. Thank you so much, Chips Ahoy. If anyone wants to, here is the... Hold on. Here is the page. Go to Just Giving, you look up my name, SlothFang, right now. There's a donation. Actually, hold on. Go SlothFang. It's loading. $45. Burr, 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 burr. But again, thank you so much, Chips Ahoy, for that. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day and hope you're feeling better. Okay, so it just loaded. Okay. But yeah, Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Coco, right? Coco's good, but like because Coco, there's a little bit of that heartache, that sadness, and I can tolerate that more than the Jessie scene. The Jessie scene just tears me apart in Toy Story 2 when she's abandoned. So, Ratatouille is great. Monsters Inc., Toy Story. Those are three like classic, like to me staples. Come down to here. Turning Red's up there with Monsters Inc. Like I could almost watch it all the time. But I feel like since they're more recent movies, I kind of went at 2013 and 2021, 22, 21, I think, and 2013. I know that for a fact. It's the year Chips Ahoy and I started dating. It was like a few months before. Now, The Incredibles and A Bug's Life. Yeah, I'd watch Incredibles more than Bug's Life. Onward. I'd watch Onward over Inside Out more often. And then Cars. Ooh, this is tough. Would I watch Cars less than Inside Out? But life is a highway, and I want to drive it all night long. So stupid, Rascal Flatts. So good. Cars versus Onward. Cars wins. Cars versus A Bug's Life. Bug's Life wins. But Bug's Life versus The Incredibles versus Turning Red. I think that might be it. This might be the list. So not watched Cars 2, Cars 3. I've like started a couple times on Cars 2 and it just didn't happen. And I'm like, well, let me skip to the Cars 3, and then I still couldn't. So I need to watch them. Finding Dory, we were like about to like twice and then just didn't for whatever reason. Luca, that came out a few years back and I just never watched it. Soul, same thing. The Good Dinosaur, that was around the time where I watched a lot of Pixar movies and then just stopped years ago when this came out. This was at the drive-in, actually. I remember my dad and them went, and they were like, hey, you want to come along? I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm hanging out with friends and blah, 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 but I'll, I appreciate it, Like, Lightyear, that came out, I think, this year. So at the end is Walle, then Toy Story 4, then Incredibles 2, then Up, Finding Nemo, Brave, and Toy Story 3. I would watch Up. Actually, no, I'd put Up here. Up's almost a great movie. Honestly, I'd watch all of them all the time. Like the top 2 rows, definitely. What would I watch more often? I just really think Finding Nemo. That first scene is just so dramatic and tragic that, for what it is, that makes sense. Incredibles 2, does a sequel, well, yeah, technically 3 sequels went out, but does Incredibles 2, yeah, this is my list. I could probably move these last few, but like Up is almost in the great, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My top 10: number 10, Cars. Number 9, A Bug's Life. Number 8, The Incredibles. Number 7, Turning Red. Number 6, Monsters University. Toy Story 2 is number 5. Coco at number 4. Ratatouille at number 3. And Monsters Inc. at number 2 and first. And that's a weird looking, yeah, because I'm used to the yellow and blue. But Toy Story for number 1. Bow, 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 bow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my tier list for Pixar movies as of 2022. Tune in later when we'll go back through this list after I've watched them in probably about 6 months. My name is SlothFang, and YouTube, take care.